Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Colin Sambai, and the program on air is The Arena Show. Remember, each and every time that we come live to you, we are bringing you very interesting, bold, and unfiltered conversations with our politicians, newsmakers, and key figures that are shaping the region. Last week, we hosted the former county boss for West Pokot, Honorable JKL, John Crop Longanyapuo. Na alituambia mambo mengi sana. He explained his comeback. Akatuambia what he has in store for the people of West Pokot if they will consider him again comes 2027. We also realize that West Pokot is another county ambayo siasa ishang'oa nanga. Tuliweza kujua kwamba they have formed a team ambayo inaitwa the 5G network ambayo yeye pamoja na viongozi kama vile the women rep for West Pokot anaitwa Kikwai, the senator Murgor na kina Lokachapong na pia Moroto ambaye he is one of the longest serving members of parliament. So ladies and gentlemen, kama ukuwatch the episode, tafadhali enda pale YouTube utafute The Arena Show na utaweza kuona the full episode of Longanyapuo live. And today we are taking a shift kidogo. We'll be talking about one of the common things that are facing the people of Kenya at large. This is the affordable housing. What it really takes for someone to own a house in affordable housing. Hii ni topic ambayo watu wengi sana wameweza kuongelea. Watu wengi sana wako na maswali chungu nzima. And with us today on the studio we have the women rep for Uasin Gishu County, who also doubles up as the deputy speaker for the National Assembly. Karibu sana Bwana Shollei.
Thank you very much, Collins.
We are so honored to have you again on the show.
Yes. I'm excited to be here. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to talk about things that matter to our people and can change the lives of our people. Okay. So thank you for inviting me.
Sawa sawa, you're looking lovely tonight.
Thank you.
Before we start the show, acha tu tuweze kuonyesha one of the affordable housing in Uasin Gishu ambayo iko pale Pioneer. As you can see, the houses are almost complete. Na tutaweza kuongelea at large mambo ya affordable housing. Wow, that has been the affordable housing ya pale Pioneer, Uasin Gishu County. Na jinsi tumeona, it's a very very nice houses. So swali ambayo tuko nayo siku ya leo ni what does it take for me as a normal kama normal mwananchi to own a house there? And with us we have Mheshimiwa. Karibu sana. Once again, karibu sana.
Yes, and I'm happy to talk about this very exciting topic. Affordable housing is something that's going to change our country. 70% of people who live in the urban areas live in slums. So we are going to change our country. We must get rid of those slums. And remember, that 70% is mostly youth who have gone into the cities to work. They're the ones living in the slums. If you go to Mailine, people living in the shacks are young people who go for kibarua. So we also want our young people to be able to live with dignity. And so you asked, what does it take for you to get an affordable housing? First of all,
mheshimiwa, before tufika hapo, hii affordable housing kwanza ni nini?
Yes, affordable housing, it's not only Kenya that has done it. It's done in many countries. They call it social housing or council housing in other countries. It's when the government deliberately ensures that there is people with low incomes are capable of buying decent houses and living in decent housing.
Okay.
So that is really what affordable housing is all about. And in Kenya, what we did is in Parliament, we were able to pass the Affordable Housing Act in 2024. And I know that before that, we had a bit of challenges, but eventually we were able to pass it. And so this is what having affordable housing is. Let's take, for example,
Yes.
I was talking to some young men who live in Mailine. They were doing kibarua at my place. And then they asked them, how much do you pay in rent? They said in that little shack, they are paying 3,000 shillings. It has no water. It has no electricity. It has no toilets. There is no school nearby. And even the road to get to that place when it rains, it is terrible. It's muddy. But I told them, do you know you can pay that exact amount in social housing and own the house? It's like rent to own. You're using the same amount you pay as rent. And so they told me, but then I can't afford the deposit. I can't go to the bank because I'm a casual laborer. Can't go to the bank to borrow money. I told them, no, you don't. Anybody who earns below 19,999, that means below 20,000, you are eligible for social housing, which won't require you to pay deposit.
Okay. So
it goes according to your income bracket. So they can still pay the same 3,000 shillings. And in that 3,000 shillings, part of it is insurance, which means, God forbid something happens to them, the loan will be paid off by insurance and the children and families will get the property free. They also have internet. In Mukuru, they have internet for 10 shillings a day. So if your child has to do homework nowadays, with this CBC, you can pay the 10 shillings.
So everybody is eligible for
Everyone is eligible a house. And then, so there's social housing for people who earn below 20,000 shillings. People who earn between 20,000 shillings and 149,000 qualify for what they call affordable housing. And then anybody who earns above 150,000 is eligible for affordable middle income housing. So I know people who are saying, those houses matajiri watanunua, they'll not even be accessible to the ordinary mwananchi. That's not true. First, number one ID, one house.
One ID, one house.
One ID, one house. You can't buy two houses.
Siwezi chukua mimi sasa mwenye mkaaji wa Eldoret. I cannot take one for Eldoret and another one for Nairobi.
No, you can't. Because when you register in Boma Yangu, the registration is linked to your ID. Okay. Yes. So that is really the concept. And let's look, for example, let's use the example of Mukuru kwa Njenga and Mukuru kwa Rubenuko in Nairobi. That place, the land where that slum is, belongs to government.
Yes.
Then there are some rent shacks. We call them rent shacks. They've gone to build those small rooms made of mabati, which are matope on the floor, with no toilets and no water. And then they rent them out to people for 2,500, 2,800. Those people are suffering. So what the government has done is, as those people, they relocated some of the poor living in those shacks, told them, yeah, we'll pay you to live somewhere else. And then when we have built the apartments, the affordable housing, you can move back in. And that's the story that you saw when the president went to launch the first houses. And people who had lived in a shack before, for the first time, had a decent house. Okay. And they could live with dignity. Okay, yeah, so that is really the concept of affordable housing. It is because, and some people were opposing this, I told them, but our constitution, Article 43, says in the Bill of Rights, social economic rights, it is clear that every Kenyan has a right to live in a decent house with good sanitation, and etc. etc. That's just the way we have a right to education also.
Okay, now that you have also talked about the constitution, hapo awali we had seen the court had nullified the affordable housing levy. They had declared it unconstitutional. What has the government done to make sure that this thing is legal?
Okay, so the first time when the affordable housing was introduced,
Yes.
the levy, it was initially like a savings. It was savings actually,
Okay.
which you could redeem after 7 years.
Oh.
Then those who went to court said that the problem, you cannot force us to save. So now we then, after the court declared it unconstitutional, we then went back and passed a fresh law in accordance to the interpretation that the court had given us. So the law we have now that we did was to correct whatever legal challenges we had faced at the beginning. But right now, it's not voluntary savings anymore. It is a levy.
Oh, it is a levy.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And the plan is for the government to have 200,000 affordable housing units every year. Of course, there was a bit of, we slowed down because of the challenges that were in the court. But right now, as you can see, they are springing up all over the country.
Okay.
And now it's at cruising speed. Yes.
Since you were in the forefront during the campaign period about the Kenya on the Kenya Kwanza team, what was actually your objective? Since this was one of the manifestos, what was your objective in regards to the bottom-up economic model that you had campaigned for?
Yes, you see, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, really what it is about is to change the lives of Kenyans, but mostly targeting those Kenyans at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder. That is the point of it. And one of the challenges is housing. That when people live in indignity, when people live in places, you know, you've heard about the Kibera and the flying toilets,
Yes,
you know. So that is part of the agenda. And it was clear, and it was one of the platforms upon which we campaigned. It is one of the platforms that upon which our president campaigned on and was elected as president for. So he has an obligation to do what he had promised the people. It was in the agenda.
Okay, we have also seen other politicians and even other citizens criticizing the program, saying it is only going to benefit the rich people because they can afford perhaps the deposit, as they say. And in the bottom-up economic model, you had said, in fact, you had used the mama mboga na vijana wa boda boda sana sana.
Yes.
These are people who are not formally employed. How are you going to determine how they are going to qualify for the housing?
When you apply, for the housing, like I said, there are 3 categories.
Yes.
There is social, affordable, and middle income, which is market rates actually.
Okay, let's now talk about the social.
So the social,
Yes.
mama mboga, the boda boda rider, they're actually employed. It's just that they're not formally employed. Yes, they are employed, but it's informal employment. And when you make the application, you indicate. They ask how much do you earn, you put it down there, and therefore it qualifies you on that bracket. So, and you do not require deposit, I said, at the social.
At the social.
Yes.
What about some people who are in the entertainment sector? For example, I had a conversation with some of the MCs and the DJs, and they are saying they only get money during festive season. So it is hard for them to determine the amount of money they earn per month. So where will they fall?
Normally, people put their income, my average income per month. Sometimes people put their income in that this is what I earn per year, you know, on average. And so it doesn't matter, because even any business person, it's not, the seasons are different. Like even farmers, you make so much money with you produce more milk during the rainy season, or during the dry season it drops. So that is and that is why it will be a flexible. It's a very flexible process that they've given each of the people.
Okay, so for you to qualify, it's just
then,
your ID.
Yes, it's only your ID. And like I said, let's repeat. People think that rich people are going to buy several of those houses. No,
Yes.
you can only buy one. And even then, like, I don't qualify for social. That's my income bracket. So that is they've put those controls to make sure that it cannot, that does not happen. And it allows you to, even now, you book before the houses are finished to be built. So you can be putting your 200 shillings, your 500 shillings when you have it, and so on.
So what you have said is,
And you can even at the end decide, I don't want to buy the house, you'll redeem back your money.
utarudishiwa.
What you're putting as the savings.
Yes.
You know, you can save to buy the house. Yeah. So like, for example, at your age, even if you start saving now for affordable housing, in 5 years, you'll have even raised the deposit.
Yeah, true.
If you want to take the next level that requires a deposit. So young people should realize that it's not a huge amount that's being demanded asked of you.
Okay, for example, zile za Mkuru kwa Njenga ambao that was handed over by the president. You can get somebody that saved around maybe 3,000, 3,500. Is that person again given the house?
Yes.
Without any other deposit?
Yes, those who take, like I said, social housing, you don't require a deposit. You'll just start paying exactly what you've been paying as your rent, your 3,000 shillings every day, but you're actually paying as if it's rent, but it's actually, you'll own the house. Okay. And it's flexible, people go up to 30 years, 20 years of making the payment. What are
the sizes of these social class?
Yeah, the social housing, there are some that they are one bedroom. They are one-bedroom houses. I've seen, but they are different in each parts of the country. Yeah? I know in Kidiwa they are one bedroom.
Yes.
They have a living room. They have a bedroom. It has a bathroom and a kitchenette. Yes. So that is which is better than living in a mabati shed.
Yes. But most of these people, pia kina mama mboga, they have very huge families. In terms of numbers.
Yes, but you see, just think about it. You know, I think you need to go and visit the slums. You'll find a 10 by 10 room in the slum. 8 children are living inside there. And I've seen some of the houses when I went to see the ones that are furnished at Mukuru, Kwanjenga. They even had deckers, even in the living room. Because they are just making sure you have a much more decent house, but at least it's not staying in 10 by 10 where you're using a curtain to divide the room. You know that's what happens. Yes. So are you telling me social housing is not a great improvement from that?
So it is way better.
It's way better. And I think it's important that we tell people that in order to apply for the affordable housing, you go to Boma Yangu, www.bomayangu.go.ke, and when you get there, the portal takes you and shows you even pictures of the houses. It gives you all the counties. You click which county you want. It opens for you the available houses in that county. Like if you click, it will tell you Wasingi. If you click Wasingishu, it will tell you there is Kidiwa and there is Pioneer. Then you decide, let me choose Kidiwa. You click Kidiwa. They show you the houses available. Tell you there's the 3 bedrooms, there's the 2 bedrooms, there's the 1 bedroom. There's even some that I've seen in some of the designs that they wanted even to make the bed sitters for young people.
Yeah, Kidiwa iko.
Yes. And you see, because you're taking the concept of where they were living, but now with all the amenities and all the sanitation that's required. Also, if you can't go to Boma Yangu, you can't go to the www.bomayangu, then you can still, you don't have a smartphone, you can go to *832#. But also you can go to any Huduma center and they will be able to help you walk through to go that. I know I met some teachers and I asked them, have you applied for Boma Yangu? They were like, we don't even know how to do it. I told them, all of you have smartphones.
Yes.
And all of you on your pay slip, there is housing levy. Aren't you curious by yourself to say, let me find out what this housing levy I'm paying is? And you will actually find information from it. Even with AI now, if you ask the question, it will give you all that answer. So we encourage people to start to register themselves. And you remember, you'll have an account number, which is Boma and then your ID card number. So no person can buy 2 houses.
Strictly no person can buy 2
Yes.
houses. So the way our viewers jinsi mmesikia, for you to get registered, unaenda umesema ni star? Star
832 hash.
832 hash.
Yeah, if you want to use USSD.
Yes.
Yes, but you can also go to www.bomayangu.go.ke. Yes.
Or alternatively go to Huduma Center.
Go to a Huduma Center and they're going to walk you through. Okay. And in fact, the affordable housing also has phone numbers. I think it's 0700 then 832 832 832 whatever.
Okay. So now tumemaliza mambo ya social. Let's go to economic. Is it economic? Tumongelea mambo ya social.
Yes, there's social, then there is now the yes, affordable. There's social, there's affordable, yeah. Social housing unit, then there's affordable housing unit. These are for people who earn between 20,000 and 149,000. Yes. So that one again, the reason why they put the bracket is even the price and the deposits that you will pay is you're capable of doing it. That's why they put them in bracket in your employment, in your how much you earn.
Okay, so now the affordable has a deposit.
Yes, it does.
Okay, how much?
It varies from house to house. You'd have to go to the portal, and then you see each. Like I told you, if you go to the portal, it tells you. It even shows you the picture and the drawing of the house and what the cost is. But you'll have access to the one that can fit your pocket and your salary. Yes. Then the third one is affordable middle class housing unit. That is for people who earn more than 150,000.
Waheshimiwa sasa. What is the deposit for that one?
No, those ones are market rates.
Oh, market
Those
rates.
ones are market rates. Yes. So you'll pay the 10% deposit. So if you're taking a house for 6 million shillings, then you pay the 600,000.
Now let's talk about how does the government fund this affordable house?
From the housing levy.
Alone?
Yes.
Okay.
It's from the housing levy. The money that they collect from all these Kenyans who pay housing levy is kept in. We have the housing levy, the affordable housing fund, which has the affordable housing board, which is the one that manages the money. Yes.
This affordable housing levy has been a very huge topic here in Kenya. With people complaining, others are complaining that they are paying 1.5% of their salaries, yet some of them are not even interested in acquiring the affordable housing units. So how is the government dealing about this?
You know, that argument is counterproductive. Reason being, the way we pay tax. Can you say that I don't want to pay tax because I'll never be sick to go to a hospital because the government is using our taxes to build hospitals, or to say it's being used to build schools because I'm not longer going to school, or I've decided I don't want to go to school? Every citizen in whichever country in the world has an obligation to pay certain levies and certain taxes. The same way that when you open a shop in town, or you have a stall in the market, there are levies that you pay to the county, isn't it?
Yes, true.
Yes. So that's a given.
Sawa. So the big problem I'm seeing from the people who are joining the live, they're saying the big problem is the government has not done anything to inform these people. So what they are lacking is now lack of information.
Yes.
Most of people didn't know that you can even acquire the house without even paying the deposit. Now, nyinyi kama serikali, what are you doing about this? Now that the affordable housing are near completion.
I think the challenge is one, that people don't try and search for the knowledge. Someone says, I don't like affordable housing. And I said, have you read anything about it? Have you checked the statistics? You have to make an effort and an initiative to learn also. Many times, I mean, how many times have I heard the president talk about affordable housing? He even went to launch so that you could see. He even did an interview with the Mama Mboga who was receiving the house. Surely, how much more do you want to be told? So I think it's just that maybe we shut down our minds and decide this is negative and I don't want anything to do with it, and they don't bother to learn it. You have a smartphone.
Yes.
You can search for that information anytime you want and you will get it. Just the way, even this, nobody gave it to me. I searched for it myself on the site and I downloaded to my iBooks. That's how I have the information. Then I can see by 20th of May, I checked the last statistics, 726,109 people had already registered. There is 2 billion that already people have saved. And some people have asked for refund and they've received their refund. Yes. So it's about, I think we've got to encourage, and that's what we need, people like you, this what you do now in the media, this is an opportunity to inform people. And also, I'm really happy that you've invited me here to talk about affordable housing and not politics. Because sometimes we are too obsessed talking about politics that we forget to talk about the important things. Yes. And the most important thing is to keep telling people that you need to have an open mind. Just go to your phone and look for it. I met a young man who didn't even know that bursaries are available. So I told him, you have a smartphone. What do you do with that phone? Because you could easily just search which bursaries are available in Uasin Gishu County to students. Even ChatGPT will tell you that, and Grok, the other AI, whatever. You don't even have to make an effort.
But
so I think yes, I agree, we must continue to do more, and that's why I'm coming to your show today. When you told me you want to talk about affordable housing, I told myself I will sleep late today and drive, and I know I live Uko Reserve. So by the time I reach town here to come for this show, it means I want to educate my people about it. Yes.
So okay. We really appreciate your commitment. For a person like me and the young generation, it is easy for us to look for it. But now we are talking about Mama Mboga. And we are talking about somebody who is around above 60 years. Na wazee wenye wanafanya boda boda. Those people are so limited to their work, they cannot even access this information. Now, what is the government doing? Because all this you are doing because of the bottom-up economic model. I believe so.
Yes. One thing I've learned, that even when you have somebody who is not literate, who is, very old, as you're ever, and so on, retired, and so on, they will always have some young person around them who can help them with it. Sometimes I'm told things by wazes, and I ask them, how do you know that? They said, no, my grandchild, So I don't think there's anyone, there's very few people in Kenya who can't have access to information, because there's always someone. And remember, the youth are the majority, The youth are the majority. So for every elderly person, there is.
So the government is depending on the young people to pass the information?
No, we are passing the information. I know that the PS of housing has been on several TV shows. He's gone on radio, etc. and so on. I've also been on TV to talk about it. I know that they are constantly taking people there. Even look at when this was launched by the head of state in Kidiwa and Pioneer. Everybody saw those news. Wasn't that is educating you? That is sensitizing you about it.
But so you also saw as a government that after the launch of the Kidiwa and after the launch of the Mukuru Kwanzenga, there was a very huge turnout. People registering, meaning these people didn't have the information.
They didn't believe. No. Also, some people never believed that this would come to pass.
This is a reality.
Yes, because I think there was so much negativity being talked about all the time on social media and so on, that people just believed it wasn't true. I have people who are close to me, when I told them, said, "Mi sikujua ni ukweli. Watu walikuwa wamesema sio uongo." In fact, actually, my housekeeper told me that. Then the moment now she was like, "It's for real." And then but the best was when the first houses were handed over. Oh my God! I'm told the portal almost crashed because everybody now was trying to apply. So I think we must encourage everyone. Please apply now, because you don't know one day when you want to try and apply, you can't get there. I've told everybody who works around me, I tell them, please don't make it that one day you'll be telling yourself, I was living in Mama's house and working there. She told me about affordable housing and I didn't do it. And you lost the opportunity. So I think, yes, let's encourage. And especially for young people, they have time. They can start now.
Okay. Some politicians and other citizens were arguing that this affordable housing is not a priority.
What?
Other people, especially the opposition, was saying the housing, affordable housing is not a priority, and this affordable housing initiative should have been left for the private sector.
Okay, already we have the private sector getting involved in it, but yet we still have slums. Like I've told you, 70% of people who live in the urban areas live in slums, and majority of them are young people. So if you say, if the private sector could do it, could you think the private sector is going to build houses and sell them at a subsidized rate? No. So the only people who can subsidize services is government. And that is why when you go to a government hospital, for example, it's subsidized. When you go to a private hospital, they do it for profit, as much profit as they can. So those are not people who are going to do. That's why social services can only be provided by government. But in any case anyway, the people who are building the houses are actually they are private companies that are building the houses. The most important thing is that they are also creating employment. Because if you go to those the buildings that you went to the affordable housing in Kidiwa.
Yes.
If you talk to the women, they said, "I'm the one who cooks the food for the workers." And another one is saying, "I'm the one who pushes the wheelbarrow. I'm the one who mixes the cement. I am the Juakali guys are the ones who are doing the windows and the doors." So it's a whole entire economic ecosystem, and I think it's also creates jobs. And if you remember, one of the promises during the campaigns was that we would try and create jobs. And every country, look at America, whenever the economy is doing badly, they start building roads because that allows money to circulate and people to get jobs. Yes.
So we also saw that the president noted.
So yes, it is a priority. Or do you want your country to be a slum?
Not really.
There's no future in that. And remember, there's a ripple effect when you have people living in areas with poor sanitation. You've seen when we've had floods, when we've had the river overflows in Nairobi, people have died. Houses have been swept away in those places. I was in Jabali, in Soi constituency. The community told me, this mzee, nyumba yake ilipelekwa na maji. You know, so yes, it causes deaths, also disease. You have the jiggers and you have the people having, illnesses and so on. And that sick population still weighs down on the finances of the country because you have to treat them. And not only treat them, remember, if somebody is sick, they're not able to work. So, I mean, you've got to look at the entire ripple effect of having houses that have poor sanitation.
Okay, we also saw the president noted that more than 726,000 people have registered in Boma Yangu. How is the government dealing with the rising momentum in terms of public interest to own a house?
No, and that is why you find that they have been put, in fact, I think I had the statistics here. I think what has happened is they're negotiating more and more in every county. If the county provides the space, they'll be built. Like now, in Eldoret, they've done Pioneer and Kidiwa, but I know that they want to do in Monifa, they want to do in Keses. They are already in the process of getting the land, government land be donated to be able to do that. Places where there is universities, they are also trying to put them there because there's a big population and so on. So yes, there is. It's a long-term plan, and hopefully now that it has picked momentum, more houses can be, and there is sufficient money now because of the housing levy. There is sufficient money to be able to put into the construction of the houses. Like I said, it had a slow start, but right now it's picking up.
Okay. Yes,
and remember, if you register now, you're ahead on the queue. If you wait and register 2 years later, you'll be further back in the queue. That's why I encourage people, register now. And it will cost you 500 shillings to register. But after that, you can keep putting, your 100 shillings, your 200 shillings when you get, just start putting the savings in. But it will at least make sure that you have a slot. So that when the board sits to allocate the houses, it's on a first come, first served basis.
Oh, they are using mwenye ulitangulia ndio
yes. Okay. So yes, please just book now.
Jinsi umesikia, as you continue watching the show, we encourage you, if you have any question about affordable housing, now is the time. Enda pale Facebook kama una watch wherever you are watching it from, tafadhali uliza swali lako pale na tutaweza kuuliza mheshimiwa. Maybe you can take a few questions from here. Okay. Kuna mtu anaitwa Victor ameuliza, President Ruto has emphasized that the program is creating thousands of jobs for young Kenyans. Can you share specific examples of how the affordable housing program has stimulated employment, particularly in regions like Uasin Gishu?
Uasin Gishu, I would just request you, please just go to Kidiwa. You were there yourself.
Yes, I was there.
And you saw the people who've been employed.
Yes.
It's real jobs. And they will all tell you, they'll tell you, this one, the windows are being done by a Juakali guys. It's probably running into the hundreds who are producing those windows. The doors, they will tell you, these are the Juakali guys producing. The person who tiled the floor, the person who's painting, the person, yes. So there's real jobs there. You went there, there's hundreds of people. You've gone to Pioneer, have you seen how many people? There's thousands of people.
Yeah. Of people.
So it's I think you can confirm, since you were there today.
Yes, I can confirm.
Yeah. Please confirm that it has created jobs.
It has created jobs.
It's a fact.
Tulifika pale tulipata watu zaidi around 50, more than 50 working there, and most of them are coming from there within the surrounding of that area. So hata wewe kama umekaa pale na unatafuta kazi, kimbia mjengo huko, kazi ziko. Yeah, asante sana. On the Affordable Housing Act, mheshimiwa, we saw it implies that the county government will also take part in overseeing this program. So how is the national government and the county government integrating together to see that the affordable housing comes to completion?
Yes. What is happening is the counties are providing the land.
Okay. Yes,
in some areas, like those places in Pioneer and Kidiwa, that's county land.
Oh.
Yes, so it's government land. In Nairobi, I know that there was some land that was that belonged to government entities that they were not using. Because even Mukuru Kwanjenga, that slum actually is government land, just that some illegal people had built shacks there, yes. So that is how because to make it affordable, it has to be built on government land. Yes, even the markets. Even the markets. We are the markets and the aggregation, what was it called, the KIPES, yeah, the county aggregation projects. Those again are the land is being provided by the county, and the national government is helping. We are giving money in parliament. Yes, for that.
Okay, so tukiendelea na maswali, naona pia there is somebody by the name Kevin anauliza, beyond housing, how is the program contributing to broader economic goals such as reducing land fragmentation and supporting agriculture? Lazima ni mkulima.
Yes. Actually, that is that's one of the things. Kevin is very smart, because I was going to forget to say that. Remember, people have been dividing agricultural land even here in Uasin Gishu. Everybody's building a small house a family of 10. They inherit from the father, they divide it into 10. Everyone builds a house. Eventually, there's no agricultural land to do the housing. So if you can get people to buy into the concept of living in apartments where land is limited, then they will be able to they will be able to use the agricultural land. I know when I went to Israel, you see them they live in apartments, so they can save the rest of the land for agriculture. And then they are able to do the intensive dairy farming and so on. And their country is small. It's 135 kilometers by, I don't know, 30 something kilometers. Yes, yes. So, and that is how they've managed to produce. They can still produce milk and food and everything, because they have made sure that they put people within a certain area. And then also, people can get better services. Like in, if you tell yourself a place, like I said, I was in Jabali yesterday and I saw, imagine if affordable housing was put there. What would happen is at least these people would have some land to be able to, even if there's subsistence, the subsistence farming. But also, most importantly, they can have the schools, they will have the hospitals, they will have electricity, and they can have water. But if people are scattered, it's harder for them to get services, because taking the services to the people is much harder. So you'll see in Kidiwa, the school is being extended, Kidiwa Primary. As part of the affordable housing plan, there's a parallel plan to improve the school and improve the nearby dispensary, so that people are not going far. In fact, if you saw in some of those affordable housing, they have downstairs, they have the market stalls. So people, the mama bogas can have now their vegetables there, instead of selling them on the road, they're selling from there, etc. And it's easier for people to be able to to shop. Yes.
Okay, what happens in case somebody default?
Sorry?
Mtu akidefault, for example, maybe maybe somebody has registered and is not continuing paying, alafu akose kazi ama avutwe kazi.
Okay.
What happens?
All right, now that one I haven't seen it in the FAQs that I got from the website, but maybe that's something I can find out. Yes.
Okay. Sawa. As we continue taking the questions, I see somebody is asking. There's somebody by the name James Melly. If I may ask, what about deduction to a person about to retire 1 year in job? Will he get a house?
Sorry.
What he's trying to say is, what if somebody who is 59 years registers to the boma yangu, then after in a year I end retire, what happens?
The thing is, remember we said whatever you pay as the levy is not, it's not your money. It's gone to, it's been taken to go and be put in the housing fund. So yes, even if you're remaining with a year to retire and so on, it will be deducted. And somebody like that is lucky when he gets his money from NSSF or wherever, he can put it in the affordable housing.
So anaweza tumia pension kupunguza
yes.
deni. Somebody called Jacob anauliza, absolutely she should acknowledge that the government has poor communication indication. They don't inform common mwananchi. I think that is just a comment. Ian,
I agree, and that's why I came to this show even.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And if I'm invited to any other place, I will talk about it. Yes, and I will usually post it on my social media. So I think it's important for each of us to try to make an effort. Yes, the government communicates, but we also have to make sure that we help in re-communicating that interview. For example, when the PS housing was, I remember he explained very nicely. He even appeared on the show on JKL Live together with some of the people who had benefited.
Okay.
Yes, I think there was a boda guy, there was a mama mboga who had benefited from the houses. What I would request is all our young people who are active on social media, when you see something, a beautiful story like that, help us retweet it wherever and so on. Yes.
Okay, with the rising interest, Mheshimiwa, now that we know that politics is very unpredictable, what will happen if another government's coming?
Yes.
Yes.
No, the thing is, this is anchored. Sorry for that interruption. You're saying, what about if another government comes?
Yeah, what about if another?
This affordable housing is anchored in an act of parliament, the Affordable Housing Act. So what is happening is that it is anchored in law, and therefore, if a new government comes, it's a legal requirement. There is a legislation for it, and they will just continue with the program. unless they decide now to come to parliament and try and see if they can remove the law. But I don't think that is something that's possible.
Okay.
Because all these activities, and that's why it's important to anchor things in legislation when each government does it, because then it means it cannot be removed. Yes. So it's anchored in law.
Okay.
So every country is obligated.
So it is something that will continue.
Yes. Okay. And I think now that Kenyans have seen the beauty, I think anybody will think about reversing it.
Kuna mtu anaitwa JB anauliza, initial payment is making it hard for mama mboga to own the affordable house. Where do you get 200 or 300k to pay as a security? Yet most people are jobless. I think you have already explained on that.
I already explained that they go to social housing.
Yes, it's not a must that you have the deposit. You can as well
apply for social houses. In any case, your salary is the one that they use to.
Tuko na mtu anaitwa Obed anauliza, is one allowed to rent out after purchase? For example, somebody takes the when he or she is allocated.
Yes.
Can I rent out?
Yes, because what is going to happen is that you've been. Let's assume you are a teacher working in Uasin Gishu, and then you got the affordable housing here in Uasin Gishu. Then you're transferred to a different school. Yes, as long as you continue the payments, the house is yours. Yes.
So what happens if the person servicing the affordable housing program dies before maturity? Is it covered by insurance?
Yes, it's covered by insurance. Like we said, when you're paying that amount of 3,000, for example, for the social housing, part of it has insurance. Part of it is insurance money. Yes, which means the insurance covers whatever you haven't paid, and then your family will be able to get the property.
We have somebody by the name Vivian anauliza, as a prominent supporter of President Ruto and Kenya Kwanza agenda, muulize, how do you personally view the transformative potential of the affordable housing program for Kenya's future?
First of all, we said Article 43 of the Constitution gives us certain social economic rights to every Kenyan. One of them is right to housing that's affordable, that has good proper sanitation and so on. So yes, it is your right as a Kenyan, and therefore the government is obligated to provide that. It's in the Constitution. No, people think it was we put it in the Affordable Housing Act only. It is in Article 43 of our Constitution. And I can read it for you if you want.
Somebody else is asking, drawing from her experience in Uasin Gishu, what feedback has she received from constituents about the program, and how has it impacted their lives?
I think every place that every time I go somewhere, I always tell them about affordable housing. I explain to them how they should, how they can apply for it. When I've had people even doing kibarua in my own shamba, I will always talk to them about it. I actually get somebody to sit down with them there and make the application. Yes.
How is the government fostering partnership with county government and the private sector to scale up the program? Huyu mtu anaitwa Matthew.
Yes, I think, but like I've already said, the county governments are helping provide the land, and then the government is through the housing fund providing the money to be able to do the buildings. And remember, the construction, it is people who bid. It's private sector people who bid to do the construction. Just the way they bid to do a construction of a road. Yes.
Somebody is asking, uliza mheshimiwa, ni manyumba ngapi saizi zishapeanwa kwa mwananchi wa kawaida?
I don't have the exact figure now. I don't have the exact figure at the moment, but let me look at the statistics. Is it statistics? The refunds, registered savings. People have what people have registered, but let me see how many have been built by this date. I'll look for it and show you.
Okay.
Yes.
What are the next steps for the affordable housing program, and how does the government plan to address any remaining resistance?
I think the way to deal with resistance is when they begin to see that the program is good. The more people who are uptaking the houses, the resistance ends. Like I said, after Mukuru, people were handed over houses. Believe me, the whole of that area, even people, even they said all the people who are living in the nearby slum started realizing this thing is for real. And they even started going there to ask, how should we register for the housing? So when people see results, the resistance will end. Because at that time, I think they didn't believe it could happen. Even here in Wasingishu, the moment people start moving into those houses, it will be a game changer. Yes. So I have no doubt in my mind that any resistance or any negativity or any doubting Thomases are going to continue to speak like that. Because how do you argue with a fact? And today, thank you, you've shown them the houses.
Yes. Tukimalizia, we'll also show you the house in Pioneer. Kuna mtu anaitwa Bridget anaulizwa, can one resell, transfer or use the property as collateral with the bank?
Again, that fact I don't know for sure.
So
yeah, but I actually, when I think about it, if you paid upfront for a house, then you can use it as collateral. It's your house, you own it. I don't see how any difficulty. Your obligation.
After Mamaliza, what will you be given as a kama title deed, for example? To show ownership of the house. Sorry? To show ownership of the house.
Yes, you will get a title deed. Yeah. Oh. We have Sectional Property Act in Kenya, so each apartment has its own title. Yes.
Okay.
People always wonder whether that you should be on the ground to have a title. No. You can be on the 10th floor and still have a title in your small room.
Kuna mwingine pia anaulizwa, are there any restrictions on inheritance?
They are talking so great about the affordable housing in Kenya. They wish they could have it. Because if you go to Kampala, they have a crisis. Because there's too many informal houses inside the city center itself. And they were saying, wish this could be brought to Uganda. People envy us. I think I saw a video of a preacher in, I think, some West African country talking about affordable housing in Kenya and what a great visionary the president is. So it's also up to us to talk positive. When something is good, let's say it.
Yeah, true.
We can't always be negative. And I think it's something that's dangerous, that people always talk negatively about something. I know people, sometimes I met people who told me, shani mbaya. So I asked them, okay, explain to me where the problem is. Did you go to the hospital to use SHA and it didn't work? They said, no, I've never used it. Have you registered for SHA? No. Then how do you know it is bad? I asked, do you have a relative who is registered for SHA and ametumia SHA and there is a problem? They said no. So it's scary that somebody can negate something, yet they have not interacted with it at all. So I always say I prefer somebody tell me this and this happened and so on.
I think tutachukua swali mbili za mwisho. Kuna mtu anauliza, the president has described handing over housing unit as one of the most consensual days of his political career. How does this reflect the government's commitment to transform lives through the program?
No, I mean, when the Kenya Kwanza came into office, and when the president talked about affordable housing, many people just thought he was dreaming. Nobody ever thought that somebody who is a mama mboga, informally employed, can actually move into a building that is decent. That she could come out of her matope house and be able to go into a proper house. It was unthinkable. Everyone thought, oh, that is so far-fetched. And especially when there was the legal challenges. But now, that is a dream come true. And actually, in fact, it's going to be one of the biggest legacies that President Ruto can leave for Kenyans. And believe me, it will be the one thing that will be talked about.
True. Maybe tukimalizia kwa hiyo section ya affordable housing, mheshimiwa, in summary tunataka uambie wananchi what it takes for someone to have an affordable housing and what is your advice for somebody who has not registered kwa boma yangu.
My advice is that if you have not registered for boma yangu, please register. And like I said, especially young people, you have time. You can start putting little savings. You can put even 100 shillings every month. If that's, you know, at least you'll be on the queue and you'll have started at least putting, you're on the queue and you've started to put something to save. I encourage you to do it. Just register. And then also, sometimes I will also encourage young people to say, oh, I can't afford it. I'm not able I'll not be able to pay for it and so on. Don't be so negative. You can dream and actually start registering now. Even if you have to wait to be to get the allocation in another 5 or 10 years, because you're just in your 20s now. And remember, anybody who's 18 years old is eligible. I also encourage parents, if you can, you register your children for it. The best thing that you can give them. And like we've said, you register for social housing, you won't have to put any deposit. Yes? You register for the next level, you will be given a payment that is suitable to you. It's like rent to own. Okay. So you're paying it as if it's a rent, but it's actually, you're going to in the end own the house. And so it's something that, because I know many people work anywhere here, people are paying rent. Yes. They tell you they are paying, ukienda Langas utakwambia nalipanga 3,000 nyumba, nalipanga 2,000 nyumba, and so on. And every day they are able to pay that rent. So if they can pay for that shack, they can pay the same thing to affordable housing and get a decent house. Yes. And then never allow anybody to tell you that these houses will be bought by some rich person, 10 of them, 5 apartments. No. One ID, one house. That's it. Nobody's allowed to buy 2 of those.
So mtu kama mimi sasa tuashumu nafanya kazi mjengo. Alafu maybe next year nichukue social house. Kesho nifanikiwe nipate kazi. Siwezi apply another house.
You can ask for a transfer.
Oh.
Yes.
You can
so like you can book social housing.
Yes.
But if your fortunes change, you can ask to be transferred to the affordable housing or to the middle income market rates.
Hii haitakuwa yangu bado.
Sorry? No. You can't have two.
Haya, sawa, asante sana mheshimiwa kwa kuja kutufungua macho kwa mambo ya affordable housing. Nimeona maswali zimeishaisha. Kuna mtu tu maybe tuchukue swali la mwisho, anauliza how long will the program run? Uliza mheshimiwa kwa maoni yake, anaona
as long as Kenya will be Kenya, because it's in an act of parliament. Yes.
Haya, sawa. Asanteni sana to our viewers. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your presence tonight. Umechukua time kuangalia mambo ya affordable housing. We hope you are going to transfer that information to your neighbor. So that has been our time. Maybe mheshimiwa ukimalizia jambo la mwisho.
Yes, I think the next time we come here, then we'll come and talk about the cricket pool table competition that we hopefully starting within the next few weeks.
Okay.
Yes. But we already know that I want to thank the young people of Wasingishu. We have a registration, 507 people have registered. I know many people wanted to still apply, but we had to close the registration so that we can start with those 507 participants. I know they will be winning lots of money, and like we said, talenta ni hela. So we look forward to starting that with you.
Yes, jinsi mmesikia, there is a pool tournament. If you're a pool player, you better sharpen your skills. There is a mega pool tournament called cricket. Na nasikia rules haitakuwa zile. Maybe tuambie tu kwa ufupi, what will be the rules? And
the rules, cricket actually is something that was created by a group of people. It's actually, we are using it to try and talk about mental health among young people. So we are saying usi crack, you can crack it.
What is
So
the
then we have
difference?
changed it to crack it. Yes. Kusi crack,
Uh-huh.
you can crack it.
Uh-huh.
You know, you can overcome
Uh-huh.
mental health challenges, but also we are using it to promote awareness about gender-based violence. So that's why our slogan is Gonga Boli, Usigonge Dem.
Gonga
So
boli
it will be those
usigonge
two
dem.
things, and I know that I was in Eldoret Polytechnic to discuss mental health awareness with the students there, and together with a group of psychiatrists from the Kenya Psychiatrists Association, and they all agreed that that's a good forum to be able to do that. So we'll still have our mental health awareness psychologists around that time when during the pool table competition, just to see if we can create more awareness. Yes, because I know that's a big challenge among young people.
Hii mambo ya mental health whether imeleta shida sana.
No,
the current
it's
society.
yes, and those are some of the topics I'm happy to come and talk about. I know that I've done a mental health camp in Moi University and also in the School of Medicine. And I remember the students telling us that two of the students had committed suicide, medical students. So it's and some have challenges of addiction to pharmaceutical drugs, the prescription drugs.
Over the
Yeah,
counter
yes,
drugs.
exactly. Yeah. So I mean, it's something that we have to talk about it. But I told myself, how do we talk to young people? So I said, I'm going to go where they are. So I asked, which is the most popular game for young people, and I was told that is it. Yes.
Yes, it is pool.
Thank you.
Okay, asanteni.
Thank you for having me.
We hope to have you again. Hapo ni kama nyumbani.
Yes,
Whenever you have a very beautiful topic like what we have talked about it today, karibu sana. We welcome you again on the show. So to our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Colin Sambai, and this has been the Arena Show. Remember, this is the place where we give our leaders the voice, and to our citizens, we give them the perspective. We make you get informed, and ujue wanasiasa wanafanya kazi gani na gani na gani, na pia kuwaelimisha kwa mambo vitu kama affordable housing, ambaye watu wengi sana wamekuwa wakiuliza zile maswali, and we thank our women rep for coming through to share, to open our minds and also to educate us on affordable housing. So as we prepare for the Cricket Pool Tournament, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our time. Asanteni sana and have a good night.